Siamese cat that big. I don't know if your mother's going to let you have that cat. And they both were standing there looking at each other. They said, well, we're going to make a vote on it. I don't know about that. So I said, well, how about if I talk to your mother first? And the little girl says, okay. So I went in the house and I went in the patio, and she was sitting there and she was smoking a cigarette. They don't smoke in the house. And I said to her, I said, you just inherited another kid. She said, what do you mean if I did just inherit another kid? I said, you did. He's only this big. And she said, you're not talking about a four-legged thing. I said, yeah. I said, your two daughters found one. And they're in a shanty. And I explained it to her, and I said, I don't think it's very nice to take the thing off. And she said, what do you mean? To my knowledge, they had a little baby bottle, and they've been feeding the cat. I don't know how long they've been feeding the cat. She sat there and looked at it. She said, what was it? I said, that's not my kids. That's between you and your husband. I'm out of it. I'm just telling you what the kids are doing. They're in the shanty now. They've been hiding. They've been taking food out of the shanty, out of the kitchen. And she said, he come downstairs. He said, come downstairs. He said, what's wrong, Frank? I said to him, I said, the joking way, I said, you just hired another kid. He says, what do you mean? I said, that you hired a four-legged kid. And I told him, I said, the kids found a cat, a Siamese cat. This is this thing, and they've been feeding it with a little baby bottle. And then father, and he said to me, he says, oh, by the way, mother, he told his wife, he says, by the way, that's where the gallon of milk's been disappearing. I had to go to the store yesterday and buy a gallon of milk. Doggone. I went in the shanty, and the little girl was standing there, had it in his hand, and I said, your mother or father wants to talk to you, but I think you're going to keep the cat. She looked up and she said, are you serious? I said, yeah. Once you're supposed to take the cat in the house, and then, so they took the cat in the house. I followed them in, and she was sitting there, and he was sitting there, and she said, she said, oh, she said to the little girl, you know you're going to work for 2 gallons of milk for 2 weeks. So one little girl said, what do you mean? You owe us two days of work. Just, you know, not heavy stuff, you know, just picking toys up in the house. So they both got together. They worked together. So he didn't touch the cat, or he didn't touch the cat. So they took a newspaper. They put it down the cellar. Newspaper. Every day, them 2 kids got done with the job, with their work done. They went downstairs, rolled the paper up, took it outside, put it in the garbage can, put a new paper down, and fed that cat. I gave the cat a name, and I think it's a stupid name. I call him George, and after he stuck with that name. George ended up getting oversized. He didn't get skinny, he got oversized. He got round. From here down, he's round. And his hands, his paws, are big as mine. He's oversized. He got a big tail. He started to fluff out. And he went like, and I was sitting in the living room, and he come in and he said, he came from work, and he said, "You're a bright idea." I said, "What do you mean?" "Not my bright idea. I brought the subject up to you." He said, "The cat is enlarging." I said, "If you drank 2 gallons of milk every day like that kids are feeding him, you got to cut him back on the milk. You got to cut him back." He turned around and he said, "Let's put the cat in the box and take him to the vet." And we took we put the cat in the box. The kids were in school. They went to school. We took them to the vet. And the vet told the guy, he said, you can't feed him food from that table. You got to give him regular cat food. The vet says, "You can't do that. You can drink milk, but that food from the table, chicken and Christmas stuff, you know." So they ended up buying tuna fish for the cat. Regular tuna fish cat food. That's what the cat did. So the cat started getting back into his normal size. So when we took the cat to the vet, the cat weighed 130. Now
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no cat in the world to weigh 130
No,
pounds.
that's how much weight he had on him. He got sick. So he got down. They cut his weight down. They cut him all the way down. So he got back to his normal weight. Today, don't even think about putting your hands on a cat. Don't you go and don't you reach her when the cat's around for the kids. He put 18 stitches in what's called his arm. And he wanted to get rid of the cat. He never did. The cat likes both of them girls. You touch them girls, you better make sure that cat ain't around. He sleeps with the kids. He eats with the kids. Follows them kids around. This looks a pet. He's just like a pet. He's just a pet. But he's dangerous. He can really hurt you. He already hurt me already. I won't fool with that cat. I don't like the cat. I never did. Siamese cat will turn on you just like that. But it's a beautiful cat. He's gray and white. He's got a gray mark right here. Beautiful. Like a light gray and a little bit of white in him. We made him toward the shanty down and redid it. We just toward the shanty. We got in the shanty out and redid it, and made the same thing we had before, but it had bathroom windows in it. So he made them bigger. We did all the shanty, and that's where the kids go at. They don't stay in the house. In the wintertime, it's snowing, they go to the shanty. You don't see them for the rest of the day. You don't see none of them kids in the house. They go to the shanty. Them 2 little girls. Why did they? I don't know where they found that. I don't know why that cat was in that shanty. I don't know why that cat didn't die in that shanty. I still don't know. And that shanty, it was cold, just like outside. Cold. I mean, cold. And I said to my buddy, I said, how does a cat live in the shanty, a little one like that, not die? And then them 2 little twins found them. Unbelievable.
Meant to be.